What is the best part of watching a YouTube video? The content, right? And what is the worst part? The ads. But today we're gonna look at some of the most clever ads ever ran by companies, because sometimes we need to show love to the things we dislike the most, which is why you should subscribe to the channel. Anyways, here we go. All right, so we have Hulk Have Boo Boo, and it's a Band-Aid ad, and it shows the very masculine Hulk green hand with a little boo-boo on his finger, which is kind of sad to see, but it's good that Band-Aid was there to wrap it up. I think this is actually a really well done ad because it takes the most extreme example of a human, which is the Hulk. I don't know if he's considered a human. I guess he's a mutant. And it's like, hey, even his skin is susceptible to getting a paper cut. So we're here for you, and we want to make sure that we bandage you up. So hey, if the Hulk has a boo-boo, you might have a boo-boo soon. And guess who's there to help you? Band-Aid. All right, so now we have JBL in a headphone ad, and it is Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un. He has the button like he's about to launch a rocket, and then Donald Trump is holding a rocket, so it looks like some nuclear warfare happening. And she is, or he, I don't know, looks like probably a he, is completely unfazed because they have the JBL headphones. Actually, that's a really cool silhouette. That's one of the best I've seen. Very good job, JBL. I would maybe buy her headphones because I saw that. All right, so next up we have the perils of parallel parking. It's a Volkswagen ad, and that is a hedgehog, I believe. And then there's 3 bags of goldfish. First off, I have a hedgehog in my house. I will maybe show it to you if you watch this video. So if you're watching this video, you're already doing your part. If you're not watching, then you don't know what you're missing out on. I'll show you a hedgehog, which is pretty cool because I'm sure you've only seen it here and then Sonic. So I'll show you another one. It could be the third one, complete your Mount Rushmore of all the hedgehogs you've ever seen. Anyways, Volkswagen is showing that, hey, parking's kind of tough, but park with us and you could maneuver this vehicle however you want. That's a pretty good ad. It really sticks out to the eyes. You're like, ooh. So this ad is called On Your Left, and it's an Apple iPod Shuffle. Remember those? An iPod Shuffle ad, and it shows Central Park. Okay, and that's cool. It uses the earphones to essentially route out a run, and then it's called On Your Left. So it's the ad about, hey, run with iPod Shuffle. Gives a really cool visual, makes you want to like get outside and run. I actually ran a marathon in New York City, and I trained running this exact route. It's about 5.5 miles if you do the entire perimeter of the Central Park. So cool. So this campaign is called 4, and it's the 12th annual Women's Golf Classic. And it shows a high heel also doubling as a tee and a golf ball. That is, you know, again, like the graphic designer who got paid $22 for this did a very good job. Colgate Floss. So it's a kiwi. Oh, and they flossed out all the seeds because they're so like finely placed in there, like with tweezers. And it's like, hey, we could even get out the seeds of a kiwi. This is great. This would make me want to floss right now. All right, so this one is in Jakarta, Indonesia. Shout out to Indonesia. If you're watching this, let me know if you're Indonesian. And it's a dog. It's a frontline flea and tick spray, and it's people who walk by. It looks like the dog is trying to like itch the people off it. So that's one of those like really meta Museum of Modern Art type style ads, which is cool. I always like these interactive ads. Like it's cool. Like there's this bench that was shaped like a Kit Kat, and it's like, take a break, which hopefully we see it on this list because that was the greatest ad I've ever seen. All right, so next up is Rolling Stone, We Are Made of Rock. And it looks like a person's skeleton, their spinal cord, and their rib cage is made of a guitar, or it's shaped like a guitar. Okay, that's kind of cool. I was expecting when I first read We Are Made of Rock that it was going to be a body with a rock inside. So like the exact opposite. So just imagine like a human skeleton and nervous system, and then a rock replaced the heart. But I guess that wouldn't have the same effect, and that's why I'm reviewing this video and not actually making the graphic designs within it. All right, this says Bottoms Up, and it's a Guinness ad. It says, enjoy responsibly, phones down, please. How is it irresponsible to be on your phone while drinking? Because they're not saying don't drink and drive. They're just saying don't drink and be on your phone, which most people, like if you ever go out with people, they're always like checking their phone. It's like, oh, I got work, or oh, like I'm getting nagged by like the wife or something. I don't know why I said that. I have no friends with wives, but I guess it's trying to make the visual of a Guinness pint, which it kind of looks like, right? Guinness is pretty dark. At first I was going to say it looks like a Starbucks cup, but that would be completely wrong of me. I think it looks more like a Guinness. Oh, cool. Shout out to Ireland. Nature doesn't need tattoos. And this is another World Wildlife Fund. They're trying to make me feel bad because people are apparently graffitiing polar bears, which is wild because polar bears arguably only second to hippos in terms of aggression. Like they'll eat people. Like, because I don't think hippos eat people, they just kill people. But they'll kill you and then eat you too. So it's wild that somebody would even think about going up to a polar bear and graffitiing them. Yeah, I don't really buy this ad because just my knowledge of polar bears just affords me the knowledge to know that like nobody would ever do that. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. All right, so now we have Gold's Gym Time, Head to the Gym campaign, Fat, Fat, Fit. This is the greatest ad I've ever seen because just from the visual, you're able to completely deliver the message that they want. Like, I'm the one who's saying what it is because it's like, obviously there's a clear difference in the A and the I, and the person is actually responsible for that. And so by getting fit, you could quite literally change your structure. Like, you're no longer an A, you're an I. This is really powerful. This is super well done. Now we have P with a purpose. All right, so they've given pregnancy tests that also double as a half-price coupon for a new baby crib. That is actually insane. Well, I have a question. So if you pee and you're not pregnant, does it still activate the discount code, or is it only like if you, because then it would have to calculate basically your pregnancy status. And I don't know if like that receipt has the capability to do so. Like, what's stopping a homeless person from just peeing on that and then like redeeming a half-price crib? Other than their wallets, I guess. All right, so this is Chupa Chops maybe, and it's a lollipop with the ants bypassing it. And the reason is because it's sugar-free. This is a really powerful visual. But do ants only eat food because it has sugar? Because I've seen ants eat like bread, and bread has basically 0 sugar in it. But nonetheless, it definitely makes me think why the ants are stopping. And so I guess it's doing its job. All right, so we have a Durex ad. I think Durex is sheepskin, right? To all those who use our competitors' products, Happy Father's Day. So they're basically saying we're the best in class because we will actually save you from ever being a father. So now we have a Lego ad from 2012 and it shows The Simpsons. So what's the angle here? It wants to show how just a couple of blocks can really show creativity and convey a message. Because if that's what it's showing, then it did a great job of it. I actually made a video maybe back in like June of 2021 or something, in which I like did something like this. I don't even remember, who knows. I think I have like 1,500 videos at this point. All right, so this is a Listerine ad and it shows somebody giving a sermon in Australia and everybody is just cowering away in the corner because they can't stand his bad breath. This is a great reminder to use mouthwash, and then Listerine, I guess, is the one to do it because of this ad. So I'd give this one like a pretty strong rating because everybody's conscious of how other people perceive them, and nobody wants to have bad breath. So gum/mouthwash is really essential. And just brushing your teeth and drinking water, just do the basic things. All right, this is a good ad because it immediately caught my eye because I'm like, wait, why is this wrestler smiling when he's like holding on to the onesie, or the stringlet, I think it's called. And it's because there's a softener that he seems to like very much, and he's putting his head against it like a pillow. Maybe reminds him of his mom's softener. I like that. So here we have a Glassex, which is apparently like a Windex competitor, and it supposedly looks so clean, it looks like an illusion. So the idea is that she's on glass and we can't see it because that glass is so transparent as a result of Glassex. Heinz hot ketchup, sizzling fry speaks for itself. I did not know that Heinz had hot ketchup. It's like the Mike's Hot Honey of ketchup. That could be a really good thing if they reintroduce that, because I don't think that exists anymore. Because if it did, I don't know why they don't serve that at every restaurant, because everybody likes a little bit of spice. But it looks like the fry was smoking a cigarette more so than the fry got burnt because of the hot ketchup. Like, they should have shown like a little puddle on the side or something of the hot ketchup, because it's not clear exactly what's happening. All right, this one's cool. So the background, like the stains on the apartment building, are the Americas. So we have North America and South America, and it's showing how FedEx can deliver to Brazil just like that, like DHL. And he's literally reaching across the Caribbean, just bypassing Cuba, Jamaica, all those countries. And he's like, here you go. Not sure why my package is late then, because I live literally right here. I'm probably your roommate if we're using this analogy. Anyways. All right, so apparently KFC opened a new restaurant in Majorca, which I think is in Sweden. And KFC wanted to basically play on the most familiar font there, which is the IKEA font. And so they did that. Isn't that like some sort of breach of like trademark or patent or something? I feel like they're doing something illegal, but then again, nobody sues anybody in Europe. Definitely in the United States, that'd be an issue. All right, sharper than you think. So this is for a knife, Damasteel blade, and it's chopping through the cutting board. That's a really nice print ad. Like if I saw that at like a bus stop on like the side, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe that's like a good Mother's Day gift or something. Or if you know somebody who's in the business of chopping people up. I mean food. Pass the Heinz. So pass the Heinz for French fries. Okay. Steak. You lost me there. I know Pat Mahomes likes his steak with ketchup on it. And then a burger. Yeah. All right, so I guess it's alluding to an episode of Mad Men, but I don't understand that because I never watched the show. Although I know John Hamm is in it, right? That's something I know. And he's married to Sofia Vergara, who's in Modern Family. So I have a little bit of TV knowledge overlapping. All right, so now we have Burger King, everybody's favorite burger chain. And it says flame grilled and the place is on fire. I don't know if this is necessarily the best ad. I think if anything, this shows that they don't have great fire safety protocol. And I think maybe the FDA needs to take a closer look into Burger King's practices because, I mean, it's on fire. I get what they're doing though. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a weird flex. It's like, hey, since we grill our burgers, we're the only fast food chain that could technically go on fire. Now we have FCK. So not a curse word, so please do not demonetize me because it's missing a vowel. I don't know. What is this for? They ran out of chicken? How do they run out of chicken? They ended up closing 900 of their UK restaurants. All right, well, that's kind of terrible. Imagine you go to KFC. I actually was just at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru on a Saturday, and they were closed. So I went to KFC, and KFC's, it's clearly like third. It goes Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, KFC. So I like that. But if they ran out of chicken, like it's one thing if the restaurant is closed. It's another thing if they're open, but then they don't have their signature item. That's like going to a movie theater and you can't actually watch the movie, but you can still get all the concessions and stuff, which is kind of fun actually. All right, so next up we have a Jeep ad. It says, see whatever you want to see. So what is it, an optical illusion? I see a giraffe, but I could also maybe see a cow. And then I think if I turn my head a little bit, I'm seeing maybe that's a bird upside down. I'm not going to do like a full like 180. I feel like that'd be pretty miserable. It might even be a penguin. It's just really hard for me to tell. I don't get what Jeep's angle is here. Like, why do they want an optical illusion? Are they making like Sambucha 2021 videos or something? I don't know if they're just trying to reach monetization, so they're trying to maximize their views. But I'll tell you right now, this is not making me want to buy a Jeep. And last but not least, we have a Pepsi ad that said, we wish you a scary Halloween. And so they're wearing the Coke cape. And then Coca-Cola, in one of the most savage brand responses ever, took the same exact picture and then just rechanged the text on top and said, everybody wants to be a hero. And that is, I think, one of the most clever ads. That's my favorite ad of all time. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more content, click here or click here. Make sure to subscribe on your way out, just like this person did. And I'll see you next time. So peace.